Hello friends, in this short video, I would like to talk briefly about money and investments. There are some those who are new to investing world, and if you don't know anything much about investments, you can invest into index fund rather than other instruments. So once you get knowledge, gradually you can enter into other areas. And secondly, uh, you need to add value and impact positively. And making money is based on behavioral aspects. Money comes and goes, but it's purely depending on your behavioral aspects. So you have to emphasize on behavioral aspects rather than money, and money will follow automatically. And I would like to talk about various types of mutual funds, large cap, mid cap, and small cap funds, and also micro cap funds. Large cap funds are very safe, and usually they get around 12% returns, and mid cap funds are also safe. They are doing good, and then again small cap funds are very volatile and risky, and sometimes there may be a lack of liquidity, but there are some investors, they choose this small cap funds, and there are people, they emphasize on micro cap funds, which are much more riskier than small cap funds. So it all depends upon the risk appetite of the individuals. But what you have to do is that you have to do a lot of research, and you have to get to know the fundamentals. You should get the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Then you have to talk to the management to get to know the facts and figures, and so that you can understand their philosophy. Then accordingly you can invest. So everything starts with research. You have to research a lot, and initially you tend to make some mistakes. Like anybody else, we also make mistakes. So from the mistakes only we learn, and we mature and become successful investors. So micro cap funds are very risky, but still you can bet on such kind of risk, but you have to treat very cautiously. And this sometimes 30%, 40%, 50% downfall might be there in micro caps and small cap funds, but you must be willing to take risk, and you have to bear the losses. So only when you can realize these aspects, then you can take risk and you can move. So these are all the types of mutual funds. Then again, you can also invest money into lump sum. Some people, they go for SIP. SIP means you can average the cost. Lump sum means you can invest at a time, but again you have to be very careful. But my research shows that if you invest into lump sum in a staggered manner, so you can get more returns than what you get from SIP. But again, if you go for micro funds, I think you can go for even SIP, and you can make money, because again you can average. So again, it all depends upon the situation, your risk appetite, and other factors which are involved. So there are some people, they are emphasizing more on this exchange traded funds, ETF funds. ETF funds are have low expense ratio, and these ETF funds are traded at that particular point of time, unlike mutual funds. Mutual funds are traded based on NAV at the end of the day, whereas ETFs are traded at that particular point of time. So that's the difference. But overall, I believe is that you can go for ETF because ETF are catching up in many aspects. So apart from these things, there are people they are investing into commodities like silver and gold. Gold is very safe, and you should have some gold in your portfolio because gold is a hedge. Then again, the silver is volatile, and there is too much of volatility in silver. And but again, if you are smart and brilliant, you can leverage that volatility and make money in silver. Then again, it depends upon the individual, and again, you have to do research. Sometimes you can't time the market, so you have to take your own precautions. These are all about ETF silver and ETF gold. And this silver is used from chips and also in electrical vehicles. So there is a demand. But overall, gold is the safe haven. Now, coming to the next level is that if you want to buy gold, you can buy gold coins, 22 carat or 24 carat, and whatever the coin you want to buy, you can buy. And 3% GST will be there by default. Then again, if you buy ornaments, then again they will be making charges. Then again, if you want to exchange, then again the cost will be different. So you have to calculate all these aspects. And jewelry has got some sentimental value, and people won't usually sell it. So overall, you can go for gold. Then again, in gold also, people are going for sovereign gold, digital gold, then physical gold. It all depends upon your interest and your comfort. So then again, if you want to buy gold less than 2 lakhs, you only need Aadhaar card. You don't have to have this PAN number. So these are all the formalities you have to get to know before investing into gold. So these are all the ideas and insights I am sharing with you. And let me share with you my challenge that I had a brain stroke 5 years ago. I am gradually recovering. Thank you for empathizing. And one more good news is that I have 2 YouTube channels. One YouTube channel has crossed more than 1,000. Another YouTube channel has crossed more than 1,400 subscribers I am having. And one YouTube channel I started some 15 years back. In between, for 5 years, I could not focus because of the health challenges. And I'm basically passionate about sharing my knowledge. Sharing is caring. That's my slogan. So I request you to consider subscribing to my channel and sharing with your networks. With gratitude.